Oh, yeah, I see the RCE.
What's going on?
Hello, everybody.
Okay.
We're just gonna
I am recording this so that the people who couldn't make it can come back and watch it. I'm hoping it works out. I haven't recorded anything since last year. I'm hoping it's catching my screen that I have presented. So
it's like I'm starting a Twitch stream.
Yeah. So we're gonna get started. So number one, select the best term. Blank names the same amount. Equivalent fractions, common denominators, or factors. Which one fits there? Ethan?
Equivalent fractions.
Equivalent fractions. Very good. That was supposed to be a check mark. There we go. Number two, select the best term. A blank is a common multiple of two or more denominators. Renata?
Common denominator.
Common denominator. Very good.
Yeah, I only got one thing wrong on homework.
Good. All right. Now, not a lot of us, but some of us did get these wrong because we didn't pay attention to it saying selecting two fractions. We only chose one. So we need to figure out fractions that are equivalent to 4. Sorry, someone's drilling something in the hallway. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't hear anything?
Yeah, now I can hear it. Yeah.
Great. Which two are equivalent to 4/7 or 4/7?
Okay.
Bailey?
1221.
1221 is 1.
Mrs. Bell.
Yes.
I can't remember. What was number 1 and 2?
Number 1 was equivalent fractions and number 2 was common denominator.
Okay, thank you.
All right, there's one more that's equivalent to 4/7. Ethan? That's okay. Ethan?
8/14.
8/14. Yeah, so if I multiply 4 by 2, I get 8. If I multiply 7 by 2, I get 14. If I multiply 4 by 3, I get 12. And if I multiply 7 by 3, I get 21. Very good. All right, we're going to do the same.
Before, I really didn't get it, but now for homework, I actually thought about it to myself, and yeah, now I know how to do it. I think I'm going to do that.
I'm glad. All right, number 4, select two fractions that are equivalent to 1/6. So I'm going to just write it the way we're used to seeing it, 1/6. So you want to ask yourself, if you're figuring out how to solve these, you want to ask yourself, okay, let me start with 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 6 times 2 is 12. So I'm looking for 2/12. Do we see that option anywhere? Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I only have 2 cameras on, but thumbs up, good. So 2/12 is 1. Now let's try multiplying by 3. 1 times 3 is 3, and 6 times 3 is 18. So I'm looking for 3/18. Do we see that?
Yep.
Yes, good.
I need to close my door. There's a lot of commotion going downstairs.
Okay. Doing okay so far?
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, now we're telling whether these fractions are equivalent or not. So I'm going to set up 1/4 and 9/12. What do we think? Are they equivalent or no? Make sure you cross multiply. Are they equivalent or no? Renata,
Equivalent.
you sure?
Okay. No, not equivalent. I just totally did wrong.
Can you cross multiply real quick? 4 times 9.
Mrs. Bell, what was number 4? Okay.
Renata, what's 4 times 9?
4 times 9 is 36.
Good. And then what's 12 times 1?
12.
Good. So they're not equivalent. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. Now we're looking at 5/6 and 10/12. What do we think? Someone tell me how to cross multiply and then tell me if they're equivalent. Bailey?
So you do 12 times 5, which is 60. Right? Yeah. And then you do 6 times 10, which is 60. And it's the same number, so it's equivalent.
Good. Very good. All right, Adaya, do you have these? I can move on? Okay. All right, number 7. What is 2/8 in its simplest? So they're both even numbers. What can I start with dividing by? They're both even numbers. Ethan, what can I start with?
You could start by listing the first 5 multiples of 8.
That's for common denominators.
Oh,
We're looking for simplest fractions. So 2 and 8 are both even numbers. What number can go into
you
all
need
even?
to take half. 1 and 4.
Yeah, so we're dividing by 2. Good.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
That's okay. Oops.
But I still got it right in my question.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So in our simplest form, we are at 1/4. This one might have been a little bit more difficult. 20 over 25. I want you to think we can't start with 2 because 25 is an odd number, so it cannot be divided by 2. What number, does anybody think they know? Run through the factors in your head. What number might go into both 20 and 25? Adaya, I saw your hand up. Do you think you know?
Can it go through 5?
5. Very good. So what we're going to do is divide both the top and the bottom by 5. This pen is throwing a temper tantrum. Fun. Can we see this? I keep hitting the board to put a dot and it keeps erasing. All right, what is 20 divided by 5? Bailey, what's 20 divided by 5?
4.
4. Ethan, what's 25 divided by 5?
Miss Bell?
What?
The only one it does say that I got wrong is 9. I put 12. It says the correct answers are 4 and 12 and 9 and 12.
We're going to go over that real quick. Can you tell me what's 25 divided by 5?
4 and 5.
4/5. Yep, so 25 divided by 5 is 5. So our simplest form is 4/5. I can't get any smaller than that. The only number that goes into both of those numbers is 1.
Miss Bell?
Yeah.
I actually did get that one right because I got 12 as my common denominator. I just didn't put it that way.
You got the common denominator right, but they were asking for the new fractions, not just the common
So
denominator.
does that still count as wrong?
Yes, it'd be like half wrong. I don't want you to make sure you pay attention tomorrow on the mid-chapter checkpoint that you're doing every step, okay?
Okay.
Can I move on? Does anybody need to see this for any longer? We're okay? All right. Flying through this, guys. Number 9, enter the pair of fractions as a pair of fractions with the smallest common denominator between 1/3 and 3/4. So I'm going to write like over here. So I have 1/3 and 3/4. So I have to list the multiples for 3 and 4. I want to go over every step of this. So you might be like, Ms. Bella, I know, wait, I don't need to list the multiples, but we're going to list them anyway. So can someone please list the multiples of 3 for me? Adaya, can you list? I'll tell you when to stop.
3,
Okay,
6,
good.
9, 12, 15.
Very good. All right. Can someone list the first 5 multiples of 4 for me? Bailey.
4, 8,
Good.
12, 16,
One more.
20.
Very good. All right. Who can tell me there is a number that appears in both the multiples of 3 and a number that appears in both the multiples of 4? What number is it, Adaya?
12.
12. Good. So Ethan, yes, you got the common denominator right, but the step that you didn't do was setting them up like this, remember?
Yeah, Miss Bell, this is the one I got wrong because I skipped the 12 in one of the numbers, so I just had to go to
Oh, okay. Yeah.
or something.
I see. All right. What times 3 gives me 12? What times 3 equals 12? Anyone? What times 3 equals 12? Somebody say the number. Adaya, thank you.
4.
4. So what I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So 1 times 4 equals 4. And now we're over here. 4 times what equals 12? Adaya again?
3.
3, very good. What I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So 3 times 3 is 9. So the fraction pair that they were looking for was 4 over 12 or 4 12 and 9 12. Ethan, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Bailey, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Can I move on to number 10?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, number
And did you
10.
know?
Wait, isn't there only 2 questions left?
Yep.
How would I write
Sure.
it
How would you rate what?
for number 9?
Just so you have to write. You have to type number 4 and then hit the slash button that shares the same button as the question mark.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, honey.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, number 10. Sam needs 5/6 cups of mashed bananas and 3/4 cup of mashed strawberries for a recipe. So Bailey, I guess these strawberries aren't smiling because they're smashed.
Yes.
He wants to find whether he needs more bananas or more strawberries. How can he write 5/6 and 3/4 as a pair of fractions with the smallest common denominator? So our first step is to list out the multiples for 4 and 6. Can someone please list out multiples for 4 for me, and I'll tell you when to stop? Ethan?
4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Stop there.
One more.
One more. I thought you said list out 5.
Can I tell you when to stop? One more.
Okay. 24.
Can someone do 6 for me? Adaya.
6, 12, 24,
Yep.
30,
What's 6 after 12?
6 after 12,
Go.
18,
18,
24. Give me one more.
30.
30. Very good. Okay. So again, there is a number in this row of multiples and in this row of multiples. What number is it? What number is it? What denominator do they have in common? Ethan, go ahead.
12 and 24.
I gotta scroll up a little bit because it's too low for me to write.
Okay.
All right. So our next step. Oh, now it's too tall. See, this is what happens.
Has to
We're gonna
be just
set
right.
We're gonna set up.
Oh, okay.
All right,
That
Ethan.
was my crazy sister.
Ethan, can you tell me how to get from 5/6 to 12ths? What do I have to do?
6 goes into 12 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10.
Can you do the same for me for 3/4?
4 goes into 12 3 times. 3
Right.
times 3 is 9. And now we have to pick the greater one, the greater fraction, which is 10 twelfths.
Well, so
Well, it would be 10 twelfths and 9 twelfths.
very good. I was gonna say they want you to write the pair of fractions. So we have 10 twelfths and 9 twelfths. But if we went further and they asked which one was more, would it be the bananas or would it be the strawberries? Which one has more?
The bananas.
Yes, very good. All right, and last question. Let me know.
I don't like how Google Forms takes the spelling so harshly because I put the slash the wrong way, and it's
Yeah, That's why I didn't put points, because I didn't want them to count as wrong. Like, I didn't want you to get negative points for that. So instead, you just got points for the multiple choice ones, and then it showed you the correct answers.
Yeah, I don't like how they pick that so easily.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so harshly.
Yeah, well, for mine,
This
like,
is
it
not-
only counted the numbers. It didn't count anything else.
Oh, that's weird. Yes, Adea?
How would I write for number 10?
So the same thing. You're going to type 10 like that,
Mm-hmm.
and do that slash button and 12, and then you can put a comma and write 9/12.
Okay.
That's why I don't like using Google Forms for fractions, because I know the fraction bars are kind of confusing. Adea, are you ready? Can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 11, and our final question for our review. Paul needs to buy 1/8 of a pound of peanuts. The scale at the store measures parts of a pound in 16ths. What measure is equivalent to 1/8 of a pound? So all this is asking for you to do is to set your fractions up like that. Bailey, can you walk me through what I should do?
Sure. So, 8 times 2 equals 16. And whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So 1 times 2 is 2.
Good. Your answer is 2/16 of a pound. That was it. It's just the wording is a little different with how they do that. So let me stop recording. Stop
Goodbye,
recording.
everybody.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Don't sign out. I'm just stopping recording.